What is going on, everybody? We are back with part 3 of 9/11 Operation Yellow Ribbon. Thank you so much for joining me today on this beautiful evening. I hope you all are doing well today. To all my new viewers stopping by, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. But before you guys, I'm talking to the new viewers, before you guys get into this part 3, I would suggest checking out part 1 and part 2 first before you watch the part 3, just so you guys have a clear thought process of what's going on throughout this video once you get to the part 3. Everybody, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and turn all post notifications on. Let's jump right into this video. I'm not wasting no more time. Oh, just to give you guys a little refresh from last video, all the planes have landed. Everybody is safe, well fed. Shelters, everybody's in shelters now. You know, the community has really helped and reached out, making sandwiches, bringing food, you know, just comforting everybody that came from these different countries who was supposed to land in the United States but ended up landing in Canada. I know that must have been, you know, that must have been really scary to be like, okay, where are we, first of all? Because a lot of people was asking, where are we even at? And, you know, the people that landed in Canada really needed this comforting because they were blinded for hours, several hours. They didn't know what was going on back in the States. They did not know. They wasn't aware of it, and they didn't see the live television broadcast. They didn't see, you know, anything on their phones or anything. There wasn't no footage, you know? So they had to actually wait, and eventually everybody was able to see, you know, the footage from live news broadcast. And yeah, it was just... It was really traumatizing for a lot of people, you know. It was really traumatizing, and I don't even want to see the look on their faces again. Just imagining myself in that situation, I think I would honestly lose my mind, and Canada would not be an option for me. I'll be on a boat, the closest ferry or something, back to New York City. Yes, I don't know. That's just me. I would go crazy. And these people had no choice. They had to stay put, and they were in the middle of like nowhere, basically. They didn't know where they were. They were like, where are we, man? And then the next thing you know, you got a bunch of Canadians walking up to you. A bunch of nice Canadians filled with love. Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Do you need a shelter? Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing what our neighbors have done for us. But it's truly sad. It is truly sad the way I had to find out about it, at least. Like, throughout this video. Like, I had to learn about it in this video. Not about 9/11 specifically, but about Canada helping us, man. I mean, my goodness. How is a country going to help our people in the United States as a show no recognition towards that? We're not getting into this again. Don't get me started on the rant. Let's jump right into this video, man. That's just like, are you kidding me?
The quiet peace around Gander was shattered on September 11th when almost 7,000 airline passengers were forced to land here. They came to be known as the Plain People, and they almost doubled the local population. Many of them didn't know the fate of their loved ones. They were confused and anxious. But that anxiety was quickly replaced by gratitude. Gratitude for the exceptional acts of kindness and comfort offered by ordinary people.
When we were stranded here, we were very vulnerable, but everyone made us feel so loved and at home and comforted. Everybody just put everything on hold to take care of us.
Diane Kershke of Houston is traveling home alone after visiting her son's family in Huntington, England. In Gander, she has met another passenger from Continental Flight 5. His name is Nick Morrison, a button-up oil industry engineer from Worcester, England, on his way to Texas for business. Originally scheduled to fly on September 10th, his company had postponed his trip by one fateful day at the last minute.
That's where I first saw Diane, which was over here. She was sat on an army cot all on her own. There were a bunch of other women over there. There was something in the order of 90 people here. Life, you're on a treadmill, you get up, you go to work, you come home, you get up, you go to work, you come home. And you perhaps don't have time to stop and examine where you are. And all of a sudden, you're plucked out of this everyday life for 4 days. And yes, you do get a chance to examine where you are and where you want to go.
U.S. airspace reopens on Thursday, September 13th. Over the next 3 days, the Gander Airport once again becomes a swarm of activity. Around town, the schools and Legion halls begin to empty.
Our community had a sense of sadness because they didn't know if they were ever going to see, and probably never will see, a lot of those people again. But there was also a lot of friendships developed from it. So there was a sense of sadness, but a sense of relief that I did something good to help those people.
That's right, that's right.
We rode on a school bus to go back to the airport to leave. And of course, I had already been crying because we were leaving the people that we'd met here. And Nick was trying to comfort me, and he was going to kiss me on the forehead. And well, I didn't think about him being a gentleman and kissing me on the forehead. I thought he just missed my lips. So I just grabbed him and kissed him on the bus.
Shirley Brooks Jones, the retired Ohio State fundraising administrator, boards Delta Flight 15 to begin her journey home. She's constantly thinking about the generosity of the people in the Gander area, wondering what she could ever do to pay them back.
I'll be shedding tears too, man. Because once you go back to the U.S., ooh, you will not be getting treated the same way.
And then going home, an inspiration.
All of us, as we were leaving, tried to leave some money with the people. And they wouldn't take it. They'd just look at us and they'd say, no, you do the same for us.
I would have left some money.
Once the flight is airborne, Brooks Jones asks the pilot if she can make an announcement. A request, really, for passengers to donate money toward a scholarship fund for graduates of Lewisport Collegiate School, where so many have spent their days in Newfoundland.
Several of the men went around, picked up the pledge sheets, counted up how much the people from all over the world had pledged, and they had pledged something over $15,000 U.S.
Nice.
When Delta 15 touches down in Atlanta, the passengers and crew, who for days were left wondering if anyone remembered them, are surprised by the warm, enthusiastic welcome they received.
Oh, they remembered you.
After 4 stressful days spent tending to her passengers, and with the thought of 2 hijacked American Airlines flights still fresh in her mind, Captain Beverly Bass recalls the moment she arrived home in Dallas.
So we're rolling down the runway. I'm looking straight ahead, and I put the airplane into reverse, and it's the first chance I've had to look to the right, and that's when I saw the American flag. That was it. That was the first time that my emotions came into play.
George Vitale returns home to a New York deeply wounded by 9/11.
Oh, man.
His everyday, a reminder of what was lost.
I come out my house and now I'm looking at that Manhattan skyline in front of me, and there's this gaping hole. And I remember becoming so overwhelmed emotionally that I just broke out in tears.
And you know what's crazy? Every time I cross over the bridge, I always look over at the World Trade Center and I'm like, man, like I always try to imagine that moment in my head, like, and like, just what it would have been like. Like, not even a little imagination can make that come true. I'm like, man, I can't even imagine it. This is like, I've seen it before, the memorial site. It's 2 big waterfalls now with a bunch of names engraved around where both towers used to be of the lost lives, both firefighters and, you know, the people that was in the building, and maybe some people that was outside of the building if they couldn't run away in time. It's very beautiful, and the lights shoot up in the air. So when you get around like Christmas time, maybe they should have it all year round. Yeah. Like, why is it only around Christmas time? The 2 lights shoot up in the air, and it looks like both towers are still there. It doesn't look like towers, like it's not a hologram of the towers, but it's just two big strobes up in the air that represent where those towers were, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Unimaginable though. Like, you know, you just sit there and you try to imagine it in your head as a kid, and I'm like, I can't even comprehend. All you could do is just show respect. Show respect, especially to the ones around you, because when you walk in that area, like, the memorial site is depressing. There's tears everywhere. Everybody is grieving. Everybody's sharing hugs, sharing tears. Some people are sharing laughs, but it's like in remembrance. And it's depressing. It's depressing. I'm not gonna
I lost a lot of people that I knew, co-workers that never came home.
It's sad.
I have sometimes guilt because my experience was so warm.
That's what I'm
I've
saying.
made lifelong friends. It's kind of like if this evil attack by evil people never happened, I would have never met on the complete opposite end of the spectrum the most wonderful people on earth.
The O'Rourkes finally arrive home on Saturday afternoon, 4 days after they were diverted to Gander. It will be 9 more days before they finally get the call they had been dreading. Kevin's body has been recovered in the rubble of the North Tower.
I know Kevin so well. He'd be the last man out if it was his way. He'd get everybody out before himself, no matter be it. That's the type he was.
He was only 44 years old. Parents aren't supposed to bury their children. Children are supposed to bury their parents.
That's true, man. Oh.
The way he died, it was hard.
It was heroic, though.
It's hard.
Look, it was heroic, though. It was heroic, though. And just how we looking down on him right now in this picture, he's looking down on us right now, smiling, because a lot of his people got saved. And look, he was able to give his life for something he truly loved, you know? He wanted to help the people. And that's real heroic. You don't hear a lot of people nowadays talking about, yeah, I want to die for my country. I want to die for the people I love. Yeah, I want to die for strangers. Right? That comes with these jobs. And these people are aware of that. It's not all peaches and cream every day. It's not.
The regular rhythm of everyday life in Gander returns quickly following that extraordinary week in September. Schools are schools again. Churches fill on Sundays. Legion halls open their doors. But the bonds forged in that short time endure to this day. Shirley Brooks Jones has returned 17 times to give back to the people who were so generous to her.
17
How big is that scholarship fund now?
The scholarship fund is
17 times? I need to roll with her, man. She got that money I need. 17? My goodness. I'm trying to get back a second time. The first time don't count. I was a kid. I'm trying to get there the first time. Oh, my goodness.
On September 7th, 2002, they are married.
I was about to say, like, over time, how do you not fall in love? Like, I would have fell in love.
For their honeymoon, they returned to Gambo, the village near Gander where they met. The community welcomes them back with a song written just for them.
They both met their soulmate during a rough time.
Your friends in England.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to get copywritten. It's not a radio song or anything, or is it? I don't know how popular it is, but I can't get copywritten.
I was stranded in Gander, but I met this lady from Texas. They say, Nick, what's going on with you here?
One of my friends said to me, has she got that Texas twang? And I said, yes. And you still love her?
I will listen to it.
For the O'Rourkes, memories of 9/11 remain deeply painful. But the lasting gratitude they feel for a kind stranger who became a dear friend during their darkest hours brings them back to Gander for the first time, 8 years after they have buried their son.
Oh, man.
I don't believe it.
Made you feel right at home, like you were friends forever. And you don't forget that.
In your case, you had great loss, but great gain because of all these friends that you made here.
Oh, I made great friends.
They'll be your friends forever.
Forever. Forever. Can never thank them enough. It is unbelievable what these people have done. The love that's here. Everything, you know. It's just unbelievable.
That's nice. You know, in America, we gotta just hope to be in the right neighborhood to receive that type of love.
What we keep encountering time after time is an enormous contrast between the darkness of the events in the United States and the goodness that was going on here. So in many ways, Gander played a critical role, not just in getting people through that time, but as an example of what humanity can be when it's at its best.
Yeah.
Well, I think there was a lady, she was 80 years of age, and when she was leaving, I think she summed it all up. She said, when I heard about what had happened in the world, I had lost all faith in mankind. But after spending 5 days here with you people, you've restored my faith. There still is good people lifting our world.
That could be the legacy of Gander.
It could very well be.
Yeah, it is. And I wish I could visit this airport, but I can't, right?
In a lakeside park just outside of Gander, there is this monument to the local residents who put their lives on hold to help 7,000 strangers stranded far from home on a terrifying day. Here, every minute of every hour, thousands of acts of kindness were repeated. Here, in gratitude, passengers created a scholarship fund that will endure for generations. Here, amid the heartache, an autumn romance blossomed. Here, parents were consoled as they faced the prospect of the loss of a son at ground zero.
Rest in peace, man.
Amid so much savagery, so much confusion, the people of Gander and Canada were a glowing reminder of the best that we can be when the need is the greatest.
Especially as a small town. What? Now that's impressive. Now that's impressive, guys. I want to come visit. Oh yeah, I want to come visit. There's probably not much to do in the small town. I mean, there's probably nothing to do in the town, but who cares? I want to go see this little monument right here. I can't visit the airport, can I? Oh, wish I could.
And Kevin O'Rourke, the firefighter from Rescue 2 in Brooklyn who was lost in the World Trade Center last November, his daughter gave birth to a son. So now Dennis and Hannah have a great-grandson. Now his name is Kevin, so he lives on.
Hey,
if you ever need your faith restored in human kindness, that should be compulsory viewing.
Well, it's a great place. I love Newfoundland and Labrador. I've been up there fishing, and they're just very representative of the people. It's a harsh land, and they settled it a long time ago, and as they say to us, this is how we get along here. We help each other out. And frankly, they didn't understand what the fuss was all about. They kept saying to me, why are you doing this story? This is just how we live our lives. So it is, I think, during a troubled time in America, a reminder of how people and communities, even across borders, can help each other.
That's right.
How many places on Earth could that have happened then?
Well, I don't know. I think that the best of humankind comes out during a tragedy. So I think it's, we see that in this country. We see it in where I go in undeveloped parts of the world where people will respond very quickly. We saw it in Haiti. It's going on right now in Chile, I'm sure, today during this great devastation. It's just sad that it takes a tragedy to bring people together in that fashion.
Right. Yep.
So that's a very good symbol for the rest of the world to look at, Gander.
There were not too many beautiful stories that came out of that terrible Tuesday in 2001. That was one of them.
Well, the other thing that we felt strongly is that not enough Americans knew about it. And because of the chaos after 9/11, we were consumed, understandably, with trying to put our country back together again. And so when I got up there, I was vaguely aware of the dimensions of it, but not nearly to the degree that we discovered that it played out over a long period of time, and the passengers remain grateful to this day.
Compelling. Thank you,
That's
Tom.
right.
Okay.
And Kevin might grow up to be a firefighter. You never know, man. You never know. If you guys enjoyed this 3-video series, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and turn all post notifications on. And feel free to let me know how you guys felt about these videos down below in the description. The love and support truly means a lot, and I just want to say thank you, Canada. Thank you for all the love you guys showed to us, throughout these hard times, and just for being who you are, for being so kind, so nice, so generous. Coming where I come from, living where I live, we don't really get that a lot. So when you come around people that are too nice, we kind of get freaked out a little bit. We get weirded out a little bit, and it makes me especially push nice people away, because it's like, whoa, you're too nice, man. You got to get away from me, because it's like, I don't even know how to feel now. I don't even know how to react with, inside. I don't even know how to express myself, to a point like that, to a vulnerable point like that, to just be so kind and expressive like how you guys are. And it's truly amazing, because us Americans are rude. We're a little more rough. We don't, some of us, some, and those be the precious ones. They got that real, genuine love in them. And you don't get that everywhere, and a lot of people out here, we show genuine love, and then you tend to get messed over, because those people going to do you wrong, or they still talk about you or treat you unfairly. That's just how it is over here. So then it makes you not want to do right. You guys are the reason why I'm going to continue to be me. Continue to be Strac, man. Continue to be nice, kind, and that genuine person I am. Open-minded. I just wish we all were like that in this country. But it can't be that way, man. Please feel free to share this video and this channel to your friends and family members, whoever you feel may be interested in joining us for these reactions. And please feel free to spam my comment section down below and use my suggestion link if you guys would like to recommend some more of these fabulous, amazing, intriguing videos for me, myself, to react to. Once again, Canada, thank you so much for everything you guys have done for us. It will never be forgotten. At least in my mind, it will never be forgotten. It's here, and it's here. You see what I'm saying? I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay safe.